Tidal. I like Tidal because they really push. I know everyone rolls their eyes because it's Jay-Z's thing, blah, blah.
No, it's not that. It's like, I hate the fact that, like, you have to buy that to listen to certain music.
Wait, you hate that? Apple Music does the same thing.
Damn, you ain't even gonna cheers no one before drinking?
I already had a sip. Y'all late. Look at my shit.
Oh, I was waiting for the cheers.
I do bottom cheers anyway.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
COVID.
Cheers, COVID.
Don't want no germs.
All right. Well, we back. It's the Haappy Hr podcast. I'm Cousin P with Megan C, and we in the place to be. And we got two guests. Oh, God.
Here
We have Jody over there. Wave. There
Hello.
we go, with the fro, looking magnificent. And we got my boy Raj over here. There we go, with the beard, also looking extra magnificent.
Appreciate it.
And, you know, happy International Women's Day. I want to give a shout out to all the ladies out there. I know by the time you guys see this episode, I think it will be like 5 days past already, but, you know.
Still got to give its props.
Yeah, the ladies.
There we go, yeah. We still
Don't want to leave out the ladies.
we still got to show y'all love. Absolutely, absolutely.
Shout out to my mom and my sisters.
There we go. Shout out to my mom and my wife.
Bam.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
She
my
Megan?
mama. Of course, my mama.
You guys are international? I'm joking. I'm just. I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a
I
terrible
did not
joke.
know how to respond to that.
It's like, what?
Deer in headlights.
I'm joking.
I mean, I'm Mexican. Is that what you mean?
And the, you know, so the other thing too, but before we you know, deliver the topic and all that. Now I talked to Megan about it already, and you know, she told me how she felt. She wasn't really bothered by it, but I wanted to go ahead and apologize for something that happened at the end of the last episode. You know, we kind of went back and forth in regards to whether women want men to show their emotions or not. Now, of course, we're going to disagree about things, and that's not the issue here. You know, this podcast is a safe space for everyone to share their opinions, and you know what we don't want to do is devalidate anybody's opinion here. You know, everyone should feel safe to share their opinion. So, Megan, I do apologize for how I came off.
It's okay.
Sorry
I
was a
told you you didn't
douchebag.
need to.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But-
I didn't think you were.
But we are here, and what are we talking about today, Megan?
So, we decided to do like a lighter topic today because our last couple episodes have been like more serious. So that's what we decided. So we're gonna talk about music. We're gonna ask a couple questions, and then we'll do a truth or not segment. Ooh. And I think it's gonna be a really good episode. Really fun.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like, you know, music every generation kind of changes. I
Yeah.
think like, you know, we're kind of all from the same generation, so I do apologize if we sound like old heads here, but I'm gonna try to
Boomers coming out.
I'm gonna try to keep some things current. Or I mean, I don't know about y'all. You guys might. I don't know what your guys' like taste are. I know like we've had a conversation, Jody, about
Like,
music.
but I mean, this is not like, it's not like I'm against newer music. It's just I haven't really found too many people that catch me like some of the older artists that I just, you know, there's artists that I never followed more than one or two songs, and now with all this, the way you can access it now, I go back and I'm like, how did I not know about all this sweet ass music they got?
I feel that 100%.
But,
Well, take it away, Megan. What you got for us?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a couple questions. So the first question is, what would be your dream concert lineup? What 5 artists would you guys like there? And there's 2 rules. An artist or musician that has passed, and has to have a male and a female artist.
Okay.
So, Prentice?
Let me ask you this. So for female artists,
Okay,
what if it's a group and the lead singer is the female?
that's fine.
That counts?
Yeah,
Okay.
that counts.
I was gonna say
Okay.
I'm in trouble otherwise,
Yeah.
because my favorite would be that.
I know. I was like trying to think of some people. I was like, man, it's not really that like female artists haven't been representing. It's
Well, if it's mixed, normally the lead singer is the lead of the band, so that would make sense.
Right.
Whoever's the lead singer, that would, if it's a female, then yeah, that counts.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the whole reason why I had an issue, like I was struggling with it, like having the dream concert, it's, like depending on your mood, is going to determine what the perfect concert is,
That's a
right?
good
like,
point.
like I might be in my thug bag or something and have like like Schoolboy Q and YG, but or I might just want to vibe out and have something else. So that was like the thing I was struggling with female artists, because I was like, okay, like, do I want to go to one extreme or do I go to another? But who would be opening? Definitely would be the female artist. It would be a group, and it's the internet. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I love them.
I like that.
Yeah, I
That's
like
a
that a
good
lot.
group.
That's a
Yeah,
good choice. I would
like
love to
that
see
a
them
lot.
open because they're just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Nice
vibe.
music, really good beats and everything.
Yeah. Well, and the lyrics are great. The
Yep.
funk is good. I mean, everyone in the band. I mean, they're, in my opinion, they're all experts at what they do.
They bring the heat.
They show, dude. Man. So
That's
I would.
such a vibe, man.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
I'd probably start with "Come Together." The first song on their Hive Mind album, that was lit. Mm-hmm. So that's how I would start the
That's how the
concert.
night begins.
That's how it is. So to kind of to keep with the same vibe, I think immediately after the internet, I would have Frank Ocean.
Oh, okay, that would be really good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he would perform.
I know, right? Trying to get Frank to come to anything, man. I mean, that's like.
If he does, I mean, he's really like passionate about it, or really, it has to be a good reason because he
Yeah.
doesn't perform anymore.
No, I mean, he was supposed to perform at Coachella like 3 years ago, right before the pandemic. And he was supposed to perform at somewhere else, and I think Rolling Loud, and then another festival, and just canceled all of them. And this was like 2 years, 3 years after he dropped his last two albums, so it was like,
You're not even gonna
Yeah.
give us a taste of it live?
Kanye's tours too.
yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure
He
you're supposed to be
canceled
on
all
like
of
a
it.
Kanye tour.
He
too.
canceled everything,
He's
man.
like, I'm out. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore.
But I understand. Like, if you get paid to do what you love, some for some people that's enough. And maybe he's like one of those people where he doesn't like all the other elements that come with being a famous musician, which I can
Because
understand.
the music industry can be like grimy and all that kind of stuff. And maybe he just doesn't want to deal with all that. Money's not enough to deal with all that.
Yeah.
Mental health.
I could
is
totally
very
see that.
important.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's super important too.
It's the most important
Probably not that
thing.
strong in the music industry, which is
Right.
why a lot of artists, like, I would feel like, go to drugs. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's toxic, so that would make sense.
Yeah. And plus, you got to know what your limits are. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, like it's like if you can't handle all the spotlight, like I don't think
It seems
there's
like he
anything
knows
wrong.
it.
Don't push yourself into it
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
But whatever it'll take to get Frank Ocean there. Well, I won't say whatever, but
It's legit. Is your dream concert?
yeah. So
True, so he has to perform.
He has to do.
So the internet, it's a Make-A-Wish Foundation, so he has to. So the internet would start, then Frank Ocean, and then I struggled with who I would want to be the third person to perform, just to kind of stay with the vibe. So I went ahead with the deceased artists, and even though like when he was here on Earth, I didn't actually listen to a lot of his music. I became more of a fan of his music after he passed
passed.
away, and that's Mac Miller. I wasn't.
That'd be really good. Oh, man.
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
I would say I had the same kind of situation where I didn't really like listen to it. Not that I didn't, I was ignoring it. I just hadn't heard anything, and then once
Right.
he passed, I
Dude, I love
what?
Mac Miller.
Because everyone posted his music, so everyone was listening to it. Yep.
Yeah, I think it just what it came down to was the circles that I was in weren't bumping Mac Miller, so it wasn't like
So you didn't have it by proxy.
right. Yeah, there was no exposure to it. But when I actually actively searched his music, I became a huge fan. So Mac Miller would be the third performer at this concert. We're supposed to do 5, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So number 4, I feel like this would have to be like number 4 and number 5 were like the toughest, because to me they're like the headliners of your prototypical concert. But number 4 is Childish Gambino.
Oh, that would be good.
Yes.
Oh.
Good one.
Yeah.
Very, very
Okay.
That would be lit, right? And the hard
Oh,
thing is
that
like
would be good.
it's like how do you level up from Childish Gambino?
Yeah, what's gonna
like I love
There's-
the internet, I love Frank Ocean, I love Mac, but Childish, man, that's
Because his music, it has so many different vibes and everything. So it's like you can have any type of mood
Right.
Childish Gambino, which is really cool.
Right, and plus, like he really transcends all different genres. You know, like "Awaken My Love" was that funkadelic that
It was like a
and
whole-
and that's my heart right there. Like I love funkadelic music, I love psychedelic music, so that really resonated with me. Even his albums before were more like backpack rap. Like I miss lyrical rap. Now
Yeah.
like rapping nowadays isn't.
It's just mostly. I mean, it's the same topics, and it's more about the beat.
Right.
Like, the lyrics can be all right.
Right.
But as long as that beat is good, people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
And the last one, and this is also just like Mac Miller, very recent. Because I wasn't, and even now, like listening to his old music, I'm not a huge fan of his old music, but his newer music resonates with me so much. It's the #1 played album on all of my streaming platforms, and that's Tyler, the Creator.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be a really good concert. That lineup is
Damn,
pretty good.
after Childish, oh my god. People would go nutty.
That would be really good. That would be a good one.
That's a.
Yeah,
So
ramp.
that-
That's a ramp if I ever heard one.
Did I set the bar high though?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
That's a really good one. Okay.
I'm gonna sound like such an old boomer.
There's
no.
There's no one you would change with that concert.
I mean, I would see that. I would see that
I would love
lineup.
that,
Wouldn't
yeah.
be my perfect lineup, but I would see that. I would pay whatever money to see that.
I would too.
That would be an amazing
I would
concert.
too. I would. Yeah.
Okay, Roger.
All right, straight up, mine isn't like as articulate.
No, it isn't. That's the
So,
pressure now.
I'm just you pretty much your lineup did set the bar high, but mine was just people that I just wanted to like see, and like you said with Mac Miller, you weren't too much of
A fan.
when he was alive, but the first person that came to my mind for some reason was Selena.
Oh, that would be
I like,
so
and
good.
even though I don't even listen to her music now, I've heard a few songs, but I just like I don't know, just
Can you imagine?
I just think
Oh,
it would be
that
dope to
nice.
just like see her perform live,
The thing about Selena is like we never got to see her full potential.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
like she was, putting out hit after hit after hit. And she was an artist that, not only had hits in Mexico,
Yeah.
but she had hits in America too. I mean,
Yep.
she was a #1 artist in both countries.
Yeah.
And
International.
she was actually the only artist up until Bad Bunny recently to have hits in both Mexico or be #1 in both Mexico and America.
Good shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
and she
Fucking
died way
win.
too young, man. I mean, she
That's one of the
Yes.
sad ones because
Yeah.
she did have so much potential. I love her songs. Whenever her
Facts.
song comes on the radio, I'll listen to it.
yeah,
Yeah, everything else stops. I'm listening to that song.
yeah. That's a good one, man. That's
That's just one of the ones that came to mind. Now, like the next two artists, like this isn't at the same time. This is just like because I'm a big fan of them, and that's like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Like those are
so
two
those
of
are
my.
2 and 3.
I mean, I don't like this isn't in any specific order. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
These are just people that I would love to see, and I actually, as I'm looking at my list, I did 6. So I miscounted my.
no,
bad.
they just got a surprise guest. It's
Yeah,
okay.
The opening.
Exactly.
The opener.
So, I had to choose those two just strictly because they are like the two people I listen to no matter what my mood is.
Yeah,
I can just always listen to them.
I hear you. Do they actually have any songs together? Kendrick and J. Cole?
Forbidden Fruit, but that's just because Kendrick
Yeah,
did the
man.
vocals on the chorus.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think they do have any songs together, which they've always teased doing an album together. Wink, wink, Kendrick and J. Cole. If you ever happen to hear this, I
think
doubt
they-
it, but
I don't think they actually
That would be a
teased
really
it though.
good one.
It was
Oh my
it was the
God.
world doing it.
nah, dude.
And the world like
I'm
make
pretty
this
sure
for
they
us.
teased it a few times before, but I don't know what's going on there.
Okay.
Another artist, I picked another female artist because like I'm a huge fan of this female,
Okay.
and actually one of my friends put me onto her. That's Jessie Reyes.
But Jessie Reyes is
she's
dope.
Jessie
really good. I
Reyes
like
is
her.
so dope, man.
Yeah.
I love her voice. She has a few songs with Eminem, but that's not even the stuff that I like. That's my favorite. She has.
She has a song with Black too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. No disrespect to Black, but
You don't like Black?
No. I'm
Okay.
not saying that.
All right.
But the original song that she did was with a guy named JRM, I believe,
Okay.
and I liked that version better than the one with Black.
Okay.
That's my
I
personal opinion.
I haven't heard that one, so I'm not sure.
I haven't heard that one either, but I love the one with Black. I love him. I've seen him live. And he's amazing. He's cool.
I'll,
He's really
after this, I'll have to play that one with the original one because that's my favorite. All right, the next two dead artists, R.I.P., and that's Tupac Shakur. And,
that'd be a good concert.
And I got another Bay Area artist, and that's Mac Dre. Just because, like,
dude.
I just feel like the whole place would go crazy if you just see Mac Dre, especially when that Thizzle dance comes on. They start playing Get Stupid.
Dude.
I don't know about y'all, but back in when I was in junior high, the Bay Area hyphy music was what everyone listened to.
Can you do the Thizzle dance?
Exactly.
The hyphy movement was everything, man.
Yeah, the hyphy music was mine. I still listen to it till this day.
Mr. Fab, Keek the Sneak, Messy Marv, E40, the ambassador at the time.
Talking about E40.
The Jacka, another one.
Yep.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. the Jacka. Oh, see,
dude, the hyphy movement was my
your
shit.
concert's lit.
I'm saying that's just who the first people I thought of,
Okay.
coming off the top of my head. So. Yeah, that's my dream concert. There's 6 people. I could have just picked 5, and of course, I'm sure we can all go on and on about more artists.
No, I'm
Shit.
I was lit.
Crowds love it.
Appreciate it.
No, it was really hard not to choose Tupac as the dead artist to choose as the show, but I had a feeling he'd show up, so I was just like, I'm gonna...
Hey, half of my artists are dead, to be honest. Selena,
Right,
Mac Dre,
you go.
R.I.P. to all of them, man.
R.I.P. They're also...
You guys ever wonder what their music would be like nowadays?
Right? Do you think they would have kept going good, or...
Yeah,
That's
For the
just
most
something I
part.
think about all the time.
me too. And one artist I think about all the time is Aaliyah.
I was thinking that,
I-
if she didn't die, how her music would be now and how she would have influenced. She would have
Where it would've
influenced
grown.
so much in music.
Absolutely.
So much.
Absolutely. Because I feel like
She died young, too, right?
she
So
died very
young,
young.
yeah.
She
How old
died
was
very
she?
young. I think
Like
she was
20
20 years old.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
okay,
even think
don't
she was
quote me.
21 yet.
No?
I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
That's
I think she was
crazy,
she was
man.
just 20. And when you look at R&B at that time, there weren't really any other artists out there besides, in my opinion, 2 artists that were really killing it. Actually, she was probably the only solo R&B chick that was just hammering the charts. I mean, you had Destiny Child group,
But, yeah, they were all
TLC group, but then you had Aaliyah by herself. I mean, she was just working it, man. I mean, she had so much potential.
Yeah.
And then
She was acting and everything.
Right.
Queen of the Damned.
right,
My favorite.
her writing was
Romeo
God.
Must Die.
Yeah.
Jet Li.
Yeah. I forgot she was in that. That's right.
Yep, her writing was amazing. She was beautiful, man. She was
Oh,
just
really
stunning.
pretty.
So,
Real queen. Right there. Straight up.
Jody, what you got? What's your concert? I
Man.
can't wait to hear yours.
So, no, it's way too much pressure now. My concert sucks. Yeah, I'd say. Shit, man. I'd have to start with probably, for the female artists, I'd have Fleetwood Mac to start the night. Because she's really... Stevie Nicks has got that voice that's I don't know if y'all have heard her, but she's got that really specific voice, and
I think
love
that'd be a
the
really
way
good
she
concert.
sings. Just I just want
I
to see
love
her
that.
live.
She's
I grew
chill.
up listening to her a lot, and she was always really how do I say, it was just I had a aunt. My uncle was gonna get married to this lovely lady when I was younger, but she ended up getting cancer and passing, unfortunately. But that was her favorite band, and so it was played all the time growing up, and I just always kind of connected that with her. So that would be, it'd be cool to see them live because I also love their music.
Okay.
But passed away, I went with your boy Jimi Hendrix.
Oh my
Y'all
God.
know that'd be a show.
See, and that was it. See, I struggled with that too because I was like, okay, Jimi Hendrix with the internet and Childish Gambino would be sick.
That'd be
And
so
I
bad.
was just thinking, I was like, that concert would be so awesome. But then I was like, yeah, I feel like that's too easy.
And that's
But
what it is.
I'm not saying
No.
that I'm not saying you took the easy way
No.
out. But I was just like, man, Like Jimmy, I would love to see Jimmy because he's also someone who died too soon too.
Way too soon.
You know, like what was he, 23?
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was like he would always, like, oh my god, he would just freelance pretty much, but stay on the pace of the song, and like it's like you're hearing a new version of the song if you're seeing it.
I mean,
It's
he
like,
played music with his teeth.
man, he
You
was
know,
crazy.
he would, man. He would be like
It wasn't even a thing. Like,
he was just
oh, there's nothing impressive about this.
I think that one deserves an applause too.
yeah, no, absolutely.
The boy Jimmy, that would be incredible.
R.I.P. Jimmy.
So, after them, I'd have to see this band, kind of obscure. It's like jazz fusion. I had to look up what their actual genre was considered because they're just so different. But they're called Thank You Scientists. And they have something like, man, I'm telling you, like 10 to 12 different people. And there's like trombone and saxophone and like a violin and like standing bass, regular bass, 2 electric guitars, like hella instruments. And it sounds like when you hear it, your brain it confuses you almost.
No, I know what you're talking about. You know,
it's like some like alien shit on. You're like, what is happening?
You know that kind of reminds me of like another group, Arcade Fire. You know, like there's
I've heard of them.
I mean, how many people are in Arcade Fire?
Right? Where you're like,
you know, and they're all they all play different instruments and whatnot.
it just flows together so well. And then the singer comes in and hits your eye. He can get them high
belt?
notes. Yeah, he can belt for sure. Thank you, scientists.
I'll definitely have to check them out.
It's some shit for sure. And then that would be like, that'd be raising the heat's on at that point of the night, right? I mean, of course, people would be going crazy for Jimmy and Fleetwood would be, but it's still kind of like,
It's a fact.
it's not super hype music, right? And then I would have Tool, which I'm sure y'all have heard of Tool.
Absolutely.
I know they're still touring.
So here's a question.
They're gonna be part of Aftershock.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Old Tool or New Tool? Or All Tool?
All Tool, man.
All Tool.
Every album of theirs is I love every album. It's like, it's another one of those bands where you're just like,
You like it no matter
it's
what?
their sound is so, it's wacky, not wacky. It's like a crazy sound, but it's precise. It sounds like it's like,
They're made by them.
well, yeah, you can't really replicate it. It's their own thing, so to speak. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. No,
When you hear it, you'll be like, yeah, that's a...
I 100% agree. Like there's a lot of bands out there. Well, not a lot.
Well,
no,
but-
there really isn't. There really isn't a lot of bands out there that have like that distinct sound where you're like you hear just instrumentation.
Yeah, and
you're like,
their
that's cool.
technical skill with it, too, is like,
Yeah.
just music theory-wise, the way they're following it's madness. Getting into it, Tool.
I always hear that they're like the best at all the Aftershock because they're always at Aftershock here in Sacramento.
I can't see it not being the best.
I don't even think they're headlining. Either,
I don't either,
So, like,
yeah.
They always like outshine
Just
the
steal the
headliners
show.
and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm
a
so
good
happy
choice.
to hear they're touring again because I would love to see them live.
Yeah.
But so that's why I've always wanted to, because I've been a fan for a while. And then when I found out they were at Aftershock, I was pissed. I was like, why didn't I get tickets to this Aftershock?
Get tickets now. Aftershock 2022.
Man, before it gets canceled again.
It's
Did
not
it get
gonna
canceled the last one?
Well,
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
but it's not gonna get canceled this time.
No.
It's happening.
Cool. Is that all 5 or?
Only one more left.
There we go.
Got to end the night with Death Grips.
Okay.
Man.
I know exactly what lane you're
I need to,
crossing.
yeah, man. I need to. That would be ending with some chaos right there for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, their sound is definitely in your face.
Yeah.
Everything about it is just like, fuck you almost.
This would be mosh pits at your concert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it
Someone's
starts so
getting hurt.
simple. It starts so sweet and simple, and then by the end of the night,
It's just crazy.
people are losing it,
Those
dude.
lows.
Way low to high, yeah.
As long as we
Not
ain't
too
get no
extreme, more like it.
Dude, Death Grip ending with that, yeah.
As long as we don't get no Travis Scott situations, we're all good.
Oh, God.
Oh, so yeah, no, I don't think it'll go that far.
That's not Travis Scott. Wait, never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, all right. Okay, that leaves just you, Megan.
Yeah. Okay. Finally. Okay. I feel like my lineup isn't gonna be as good as your guys' because it's all over the place. But these are people I really want to see. And I've seen a lot of concerts, so there's a lot of artists that I like are my favorite that I've seen already. So
Okay.
I'm not including them. So
Okay.
you would probably assume I say The Weeknd. Not going to be on my list because I've seen him
See, I thought
twice.
you-
So
I-
no,
see,
I've seen him already.
I for sure thought you were gonna have the Weeknd on yours.
And
I'm
I've
so-
I
seen
didn't
him,
think
and
of
he's
that.
done trilogy songs. Like he played one of my favorites from the trilogy. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Like that was good. But okay, so for my lineup, it would be Sabrina Claudio.
Okay.
I love
I
her.
love- yeah.
She's so good. Her vibe is really really good. The second one would be Cardi B. I think that
Okay.
would be
See, now I know what you're
so
talking
fun. See, right?
I
It's
see
all-
exactly what you mean.
But
So
I'm not
you took
even
us-
done yet.
You took us from like slow dancing and looking at
A
our
good
lovers in the eyes, and
vibe.
all of a sudden now we're
To Cardi
we're-
B.
We're talking about WAP.
Yeah.
That's a mood
I
flip.
love this concert. It's going to be a roller coaster of emotions
man.
because the next one would be Adele.
Bring it back now. Bring it back now.
Hey, I never said the rules of this
That's
had
true.
to be. It had to be a
No, these
a
are all-
cohesive lineup.
These are all.
These are just like who I would want to see.
These are all amazing
I like
artists.
it.
These are all
Oh,
amazing
man.
artists. I'm not laughing at the artists. I'm just thinking about
the
the cons-
vibe.
I'm just
How
thinking about the
everyone's gonna be
concert
like
vibe,
hyped
yeah.
up and then be
So-
brought back
Can
down.
you imagine like if you were like doing any type of like drugs and listening?
Yeah. Oh my
Your
god.
mood to be changing all the time.
Acid you would be on a super trip with this.
After like Cardi back and walks
Go
out
from like
and then-
almost wanting to
soft
cry to
piano.
getting hella hyped to like almost like just
oh man.
Okay.
Same.
And then
Facts.
my next people. Okay. I'm gonna pull a Roger, and have someone bring a special guest on. So it would be Bruno Mars and then J. Cole. As soon as you said J. Cole, I was like, he needs to be there. So J. Cole, adding that in there.
Oh, man.
I love that.
Jasmine would love your concert.
Yeah,
She
and
would
then
absolutely love it.
for the artist that passed, I would do Prince.
Oh,
I feel like that would be so good, so good.
He would put on a
That would be a
show.
lit
He
concert.
would.
I
He's
like
a
your
performer. He's a
concert
great
a lot.
performer
I'm
too.
just-
I would love that.
I'm curious,
What?
who would you have open it though?
I feel like if I was gonna go in order of like who's more popular, Sabrina Claudio out of all those is like a lesser known artist, so I would have her start.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
she's a chill vibe. I don't know if I'd want her right in the middle.
Me neither.
So I think I would do Sabrina,
yeah, that's a good point.
Adele, Cardi B and Bruno Mars, because like she could end her show
and they
then
have
they
two
could do
songs
that.
together.
They
Yeah.
could do their songs and she leaves and then he starts his set, and then after that J. Cole, because I love J. Cole,
Bruno
and then
would be-
Prince to end it would just I think would be the best.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Bruno would be fire. I
Yeah.
feel like
He would kill you.
I'm mad at myself that I didn't think. of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I love him. Oh my god.
I mean, it didn't even cross my mind, but like Bruno. I mean, from what I've heard, Bruno concerts are just like the
I heard
most
they're
entertaining.
amazing.
Yeah.
He's a great performer.
Yeah.
I mean, on his shows, on award shows and everything, his performances are amazing. I can only imagine, like his like budget for a concert
Yeah.
would be amazing.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
it.
Now, let me ask you a question though. So would it be just Bruno, or would it be the new Silk Sonic
Ooh.
Bruno?
All of it.
Oh, they bring
I
Silk
want
Sonic
See,
with them.
see now
All
that,
of
that's
it.
Now you
seven.
got
That's
Pac
7
there.
guests. So
Ooh.
Anderson .Paak is coming out too. See, that's a hard. Not see. I don't know if I would go to my concert now. I mean, I love Anderson .Paak. I love the internet and all everyone who I named, but man, Anderson .Paak.
I love him so much. He's really great. I just recently started like discovering
That's
him.
that song you just showed me, right? Yeah,
I'm trying to
okay,
get. I'm
yeah.
trying to
Oh,
get her more.
you're just now discovering, or like really
like
listening
really,
into him?
really.
Oh.
Like, I knew him
Joey.
since
He
I first heard
recruited
him
me.
on Dre's Compton
Yeah.
album.
I'm excited for you.
But-
I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Send me some. If I haven't heard it, I want to hear it because I.
You know, like when people haven't heard artists before, you know, that are more popular or even, you know, maybe not so popular, I don't really judge them for it. I just get really excited
Me
about
same,
about
yeah.
about
Like,
showing them.
You're like,
new
yes,
music
did you have
and
you heard
everything
this
is
one
the
yet?
best. So showing someone that is great.
Yeah, like I think it's such an exciting thing to like bless someone with some
Like,
music that they ain't heard
Guide
before.
them on the way to.
Yeah,
It's like
man.
you know about Milk and Honey.
Oh,
It's like.
You know, it's like, yeah, like if you only heard this, like guess what? There's some of this over
I
here
got this
that
is
you
even
ain't
better
checked
than
out
what
yet.
this is.
You know, or it might you know help top that off. You know, you might have to listen to both of these in conjunction.
See,
I don't know.
I listen to YouTube music, and that has helped me
Branch
learn,
out.
branch out and find
Yeah.
more artists and stuff. I love it.
Yeah, I like Tidal. I like Tidal because they really push. I know everyone rolls their eyes because it's Jay-Z's thing, blah, blah, blah.
No, it's not that. It's like, I hate the fact that, like, you have to buy that to listen to certain music.
But you hate that? Apple Music does the same thing. Spotify does the same thing.
They all have their exclusive.
Yeah,
She
they
never
all.
says she uses any of those though.
But no, I'm saying they all have their exclusive stuff. You can't go on any other streaming platform and get Frank Ocean's Endless. That's the
Except where?
Apple Music. That's the only one that you can get that on.
Oh, I literally had no idea.
Spotify.
Yeah.
They all
have their little their fingers in all of them.
Yeah, they.
Oh, man.
Tidal didn't
Okay, cool.
invent that. What
dumb.
Tidal did that separated them was Tidal's artist owned. It's not some European in some country that you don't even know the name of that owns it. That's taking all the profits that you pay $15 a month so that way you could listen to music, right? It's actually artist owned. The artists take home a bigger cut, and the sound quality is higher, so you get more of the sound. And
They don't compress the files or nothing.
They compress it for like the lower package. I think it's like $5,
Mm-hmm.
but then for like hi-fi, it's $10 and up. I mean, like you can't beat that. And
Yeah, to get it uncompressed.
and
too.
I am like a music junkie. Like I have to have my music in the purest form. Like I have to listen to it and be able to hear every
All
single.
the instruments and everything, every single beat.
If I don't, I feel robbed because, like, think about it. The artist is spending all that time and all that
effort,
money
That's
and
true.
that effort creating
To make
beautiful
this
art,
thing for
and
you.
I only get to hear it at half quality.
You gonna listen to it in some
Are you really-
gummies?
So what if you never knew it was like that intense, like the music it was that intense? You still robbed? You didn't know about it.
Oh, but I did before Tidal. I did before Tidal. I mean, I was tuned into all that stuff. So when Tidal came out with it, I immediately recognized the difference. Like, yeah, this is dope. What's the next question? What we got?
Yeah, okay. So what artist or song has helped you guys through a hard time?
Okay, you
And
want me to go
we'll
first?
No, we're gonna start with Roger this time.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So when just a little quick explanation. When I chose these artists, it's because I like a majority of their songs. So there's not one has like a song, a specific song.
I feel like we might have the same artist. I'm just.
I don't think we do, honestly.
I
I
just
think
feel like we're
some of
going
them
to.
are going to be similar, but I don't think all of them are. Okay. So I'm just going to list them because I don't want to give like any long explanation on why. But like, so I chose like J. Cole, like I said, Kendrick Lamar, Chance the Rapper, XXX Tentacion, another R.I.P. He's another guy I'd love to see in concert too if he was alive, by the way.
Robbed from us, man.
Exactly.
Robbed of his potential.
Jessie Reyes, again, like I said, just love her sound. Bob Marley, too. I listen, love Bob Marley. And then I actually just thought of two while I was on the way here. And that's Music Soul Child and Young Pinch. Which, if you guys
I like
don't-
Young Pinch.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know
I know
who
who that is.
Dude, he's like the, I don't know,
I know
have
him.
you seen
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
He's like this surfer dude, and he has bars, man.
Yeah, I like his music.
Oh, I just thought of another one, too, that I can't believe I didn't add. Black Bear.
Black Bear. Okay, Black Bear is dope.
Yeah, I like him.
You know, I haven't listened
They're
to
good.
too much of his music. Like his first album, I had on repeat for a bit, and his first album was dope.
I like
He
him.
has music with Mike Posner, too.
Oh, I like him,
Mansions
too.
is what
Forgot
that group's
about Mike
called.
Posner.
He disappeared for a while.
He did.
Yeah.
Dude, they have a
I
song
think
that
he
I
got into
love.
like a car accident or something.
Oh, for real?
Oh my god, don't quote me on that. But maybe. That's what I think. I think something happened and then he was like out of like the music industry for a while.
Yeah. Well, I know he was. I know he was writing for people for a bit. I mean, even before, like he hit mainstream, like when we all learned about Mike Posner, he was already a writer for a lot of people, and then, you know, came out with his own music, fell off the map, write for other people again. But no, Mike Posner is talented, man. He's a beast.
I like him.
Him and Black Bear have a little group. It's called Mansions,
Yeah.
and they have one song that I can't think of it right now, but I'm actually trying to find it because I have to name it.
On the hunt.
It's called STFU, which, you know, as you guys
Oh,
know.
I love that
Yeah,
song.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, I love that song.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so just all those artists, especially like recently, like Black Bear, Young Pinch, Mansions, Chance the Rapper, all those people like have helped me through every single tough time I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. No 100. What about you, Jody?
Yeah, your turn.
going
We're
around.
gonna keep this circle going. We're just gonna change it every time.
Well, shit. I mean, I'm wearing them right now. CKY.
Okay.
I grew up with like, I don't know if y'all know from Jackass, but before Jackass, it was like CKY through Big Brother magazine and all that shit.
Okay.
So basically, it was like Bam Margera from Jackass.
Yeah.
His brother's band is named CKY, and they just my bad. They just named the movie they made CKY. It's basically early Jackass.
Okay.
But I always since I loved that shit growing up watching those movies. Naturally, I liked the music too, and then after more came out and Jackass was more popular on TV, the movies out, I started looking more into their albums, and I finally listened through all their albums, and I was like, I love every one of these songs, and like they're all just deeply ingrained in my psyche almost. Like anytime I really need to bounce back on something, like no matter if I'm angry, sad, like whatever the mood is,
CKY was it for you.
Still to this day.
I'm not sure, but did they do the theme song to the Viva La Bam show? Is that them?
I don't know if that's them. I think it says that was them, but I think that was
that show and that opening song to me is like, I loved it.
That fucking I'm gonna make your ears bleed.
Exactly.
I think if it was them, I think it might have been not the lead singer of CKY singing it.
Okay.
But for all I know, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do that. But
yeah.
it's not like on an album somewhere. So if it is, I don't know.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. But yeah, no, CKY.
Are we going? So is you next?
It's my turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so, when I think of like something like a hard time through life, I luckily have not experienced like losing somebody. Mm-hmm. Thank goodness, like someone really, really close to me. So I haven't really had to deal with that ever. But I had a really, really bad fucking breakup. Mm-hmm. You remember how depressed I was. Mm-hmm. It hit me really, really hard. So during that time, I listened. Oh, the camera died. Oh, the window died. During that time, there was a couple artists that I did listen to that I really, really liked. So, Her.
Yeah. Okay.
Love her. Yeah. Her voice is amazing. It's so soothing and it's a great vibe. Sabrina Claudio, which is why she was on one of my people that I want to see.
Yeah.
Because I just love her music. Giveon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I love him. His
that baritone.
It's so nice. I love it.
Yeah.
And then
he's unique, man. There's not a lot of people like Giveon out there.
No, there's not. It's a really, really nice like mood and stuff. And then there's this female artist. Her name is Nao, or not. It's Nao.
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 Okay.
Maybe.
Now. I don't know, but her music is amazing.
Okay.
And I love it.
What
it's
type
just
of
the whole
music
vibe.
is it?
It's like R&B.
Okay.
Like just really slow music. All these artists have the same vibe.
Yeah.
Which is totally just like relaxing and in your feelings and all this type of stuff.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, which is what I needed. So it helped me through it. Yes, the piano. It's my favorite.
There's that sad piano. Get you in your feels.
And their voices, it's just like music to your ears.
No, absolutely.
Oh, quite literally.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, your turn.
Okay. When I think of like hard times, there was like 3 in my life that I feel like were really, really hard times. So the first one was in high school, and Linkin Park helped me get through that. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't just like it was. The thing about music is even some of the songs that may sound overboard to some people, like for example, like "Numb" to Linkin Park, right? Like that's a song where he's essentially talking about ending his life or feeling numb or not,
basically, yeah.
Right. But even though like it's
himself too.
huh?
Yeah, he did.
Unfortunately, he did. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Chester. But like when you're feeling like those emotions, like music
really resonates with you.
Yeah, and when they're speaking to the emotions that you're feeling, it makes you feel like you're not alone, and therefore it makes you feel like it makes you feel less sad or less
It's a good coping
what's
thing.
what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
It makes you feel like there's actually someone there for you that
Yeah.
even if like you don't tell, like for instance you're like someone that you're close with in real life, like what you're going through, it just
Someone
makes
understands you.
Yeah,
Right.
it just makes
You
you
can
feel
tell
like
they
they're
understand.
understanding.
right.
That's a really powerful thing of music. That's what a lot of music does for like a
Absolutely.
lot of people. So I
Exactly.
think that was that's a good choice.
Yeah, no, Linkin Park definitely helped me out all throughout high school. And then, I was actually homeless for a period of time in Oregon. And in that time, J. Cole dropped the Forest Hill Drive album.
Oh,
And that album, the intro to that album, was asking you, do you want to be happy? And I just remember, I'm trying not to get emotional because I'm getting super emotional right now, but I just remember thinking to myself, yes, just like I just want to be happy. I want to get back to what happiness is. I don't like where am right now. I don't know why I'm doing it.
It helped push you.
Yeah, I mean, the whole situation, I mean, my pride got the best of me, and that was the whole reason why I was in Oregon. I had no business being there, you know. I had every ability to come back to California, and eventually that's what I ended up doing once I realized what was truly important. But, that album helped me get through a lot of hard times and helped me really, have some tough conversations with myself, And then number 3, he's not popular right now in the media, because things that he's
Goodness,
done.
who is it
I
gonna
think
be?
I know who it's gonna be.
Who?
It's Kanye West.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Absolutely.
His older music.
Come on.
It's not just his older music.
It's not just his older
It's-
music.
It's
good too.
it's
I
his
don't know.
it's his
I
music,
don't know about
man.
that
I
one.
love the
Man.
Donda
I love
album. I
Kanye.
don't care what no one says.
Absolutely, the Donda
I love
album
the
was
Donda
great.
album, and I wish I can listen to Donda too, but
Yeah,
he being stubborn about it.
I'm gonna snatch that
Shocking.
somewhere.
Shocking.
Yeah,
But,
I'm like,
the
Steph,
album-
What is that?
But the album that did it for me was The Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
I mean that album just it spoke to me because it was like a gospel album with a lot of cursing in it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like
That album hit different.
it did.
I
man.
remember where I was when I had the same kind of reaction to it.
I think
where
we
was
were
like,
living together at that time.
Yeah, we
you
were.
know?
We were. I missed the Kanye.
Yeah, man. I mean
That song was dope.
facts.
And it wasn't like I was going through some terrible times or anything like that. But, I was definitely kind of aimless for a bit. You know what I mean? And it was an album that kind of really fired me up and made me feel like myself again. Because I'm a pretty confident person. But,
And you lost it for a little bit.
yeah, when you get homeless, and you lose everything in a matter of a few decisions and moments,
I can only imagine
it's-
that would mess with you.
Oh, yeah, it humbles you.
Your
a
psyche
lot.
be fucked up.
It tells you, hey,
Fucked
man,
up.
you're not invincible, and anything can come your way and
Anything
take it
can
all away.
it can happen to you.
Absolutely.
Basically type shit.
Absolutely.
That's
so,
yeah.
so
To add on to your Kanye, I gotta say 808s and Heartbreaks did help me. through a
808s
lot.
and
Man,
Heartbreak.
It
hey.
helped me through
Change.
a difficult time in high school at one point. The Welcome to Heartbreak, Heartless.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
something
that
super
whole
controversial. I'm gonna say something controversial, and this is not a slight on this person.
I might agree with you.
This is not a slight on this person. I think this person is, even though his music may not be for me, I think he's a great artist. Obviously, he's doing numbers, but I think without an 808s and Heartbreaks, you don't have a Drake.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't have hip hop.
Very unpopular opinion,
you
but
don't-
I agree.
You
I
don't have,
gotta kind of agree with
you
you.
don't have a Travis Scott. You don't have a lot of artists where they're blending singing and rapping all the same. You don't have a Roddy Ricch. You don't have all these artists who are doing that on a regular basis now.
That's like
Kanye
there's
got
a-
Lil Wayne to do it.
Exactly. So,
Man.
as much as people want to hate on him because of his attitude and his demeanor and blah blah blah, Kanye West is a great musician.
Dark
And it's
Twisted
one of those
Fantasy, you
things
guys?
where-
It is, but like his behavior, it just makes me not want to listen
But
to
Dark
him.
Might be a
Twisted
trash
Fantasy,
human
though?
being right now. I'm gonna say that right now because I don't.
he just needs his moment.
I honestly, when it comes to Kanye, him
He
losing
does.
his mom,
It messed with him
so much. And can anyone really blame the guy for going?
No, man, I'm super
insane?
close to my mom, man. Like,
I
if
can't imagine what I would do without my mom.
Yeah.
I mean,
My mom has breast cancer, and stage 4, so it's terminal. So when I found out, my whole world just came crashing down, and she was still alive, and it was crazy because I was for the first couple months after finding out, I was sad and crying all the time. I was grieving her, so I can't imagine losing a mom, and I've had a couple friends who have, and it does change. It does change you and stuff. So I can't.
Especially
do
when
that.
it happens so suddenly. I mean, his mom,
Yeah, because it wasn't even. It was like a cosmetic surgery, right?
Yeah, she had a breast reduction.
Yeah.
And, you know, it just got, you know.
Unfortunately, something happened and went wrong.
Yeah, she passed
Just
away, and
messed with
you know,
his
it's
whole psyche.
yeah, man. I mean, that's tough, especially like when too, like you're this artist and like you have these aspiration goals, and you know, all of a sudden this happens in your life. So now it's like, man, do I grieve and take away, you know, take time away from the music and touring and all this, or do I continue doing this? People paid money, blah blah blah. You know, if you watch the documentary,
I was just gonna ask you, did you watch the documentary on Netflix?
I did watch the
haven't
documentary.
yet.
I'm not gonna
either.
spoil it, so I'm not gonna spoil. I wasn't gonna spoil it.
I don't care about spoilers, but I mean, if anyone else does, I just want it's good though.
It's really
Is it
really
inciting?
good. It's
Like, will it make me
It's
understand him? Inciting, sorry.
it's very inciting.
Yeah.
It's at times uncomfortable because like
It's reality.
not just reality, but it's you know, he had to do a lot of things in order to become who he is today, and some of those things are not really dignifying. You know, some of those things are embarrassing. Like
He's not afraid of embarrassment
Exactly, and that's what
at
made
all.
him.
That's probably why he's so successful.
Is it like early on embarrassment?
Yeah, like
So he had to like really put himself out there.
yeah, like imagine being a rap or trying to be a rapper, and you're in a room full of the rappers, Jay-Z,
I mean,
you know, Memphis Bleak, you know, like you're in there with the top level rappers, and you're trying to convince them that you rap,
That
and you
you-
start rapping,
yeah.
and they just kind of look at you like, okay.
you've got worth.
Yeah, you know, like there was a scene. Here's a spoiler, but there was a scene where he goes into the Rockefeller executive office, and he's trying to get signed, and he's rapping to all the people, the staff members, and the song that he's rapping is "All Falls Down,"
Nice.
and they're just looking at
Great
him
song.
with the most blank look. I mean, they're like
They're just
they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't.
That's
They don't
crazy,
think
'cause
it's
that's an
good.
amazing
They're
song.
kind
I
of
love that
laughing,
song.
but then little do
Love
they
that
know,
song. Cutthroat.
it becomes a hit.
yeah.
You know,
Bet they regret that,
One
huh?
of his most famous songs ever, possibly. Yeah.
I would say yeah.
Well,
One of.
one of.
It's easily top 10. I mean, it's
Easy.
hard to say top 5.
Well, if you're when I think of old Kanye, I always think Gold Digger is one of my favorite songs.
That's newer.
That's yeah.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's
Okay,
like his third album.
you're probably
though.
right.
Yeah,
Your
Gold
your
Digger.
probably
He has, like,
most
10
definitely
albums.
right.
Gold Digger was on
I love that song.
It was on
It's one of
Isn't it
my
on
favorites.
Late
Graduation?
Registration, right?
Late Registration. It
Which
was on
that's
Late
like his
Registration.
third album.
No, that was the second. College Dropout was his
So
first.
how is that not?
I
Late
thought it was
Registration?
Graduation.
Graduation.
No,
was-
it's
I
on
right?
Late Registration.
Am I right?
That's his,
All
if it's
Falls
his
Down?
second album, it should be on his
No, All Falls
older-
Down was on.
No,
like,
All
on
no, I'm
College
not.
Dropout.
No, I'm not arguing with that. I'm saying Late Registration. Late Registration.
Oh, Gold Digger was on Late Registration.
Shout out Twista too, on that Kanye Twista song.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
Slow
no,
jams.
Late Registration I think would be considered old Kanye though. Still,
that's true. That's true. I'm not gonna hold you to that. That's
so
true.
you're right.
Well, speaking of
Yes.
speaking of antics making you not want to listen to an artist, you had another question for us, right?
Yeah, okay, so the third question was, is there an artist that you used to listen to but you don't anymore because of their behavior?